The woman I have described as the false prophet still works in retail, and I believe still works at the same store to this day. This is a person who always knew how to get what she wanted, and eventually she would just get it, basically. She was someone who knew how to work the game and play it, but would create this persona that she was holier than thou. I had spoken about it earlier and blogged about it, but this is someone who always knew what she was doing. The interesting aspect of her work ethic is that this is someone who would take advantage of situations. Whenever she had to take the truck in, you can always find her taking an extra break, or two, or three, on the clock. Something that's completely unethical, but she would do anyway. Mind you, others knew about this, but nothing was actually ever done. I did too, and voiced my concerns about it, because if she's doing it, especially as a manager, and other people see that, it just paints a horrible picture of the business, basically. Not only that, one of the most interesting stories about her is that associates found her sleeping in the office one morning. Now, I'm not just directing this to her and relating it to her, even though I'm speaking about this one person, but this speaks to a larger problem with people working in retail. Sometimes the hours and the demands of the business get to you. Of course, sleeping in the office while on the clock is horrible and unethical also, and that's something that's blatantly against policy and ridiculous. But this speaks to a larger pandemic across the retail world about people who were living basically at the poverty line, and people who make up the working poor who have to work themselves to death. And yeah, I could see why she would be sleeping in the office, because she's tired just like everyone is. And she has a lot of responsibilities at home and being a housewife, in addition to working 40 plus hours a week, and it is draining, especially as you get older. But what is the solution then? Like, how can we change this? This one woman isn't a bad person or anything. I think this is a problem that exists in a lot of stores with a lot of people. You'll find someone like this woman who will be conniving in her own way, to get the schedule she wants and to make sure she has the best experience working at a store. That's what connections and sucking up will do for you. But this problem exists worldwide, basically. And that's the larger point of everything, and that's what we're going to be talking about. And that's what this is all leading up to, basically.